Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, whether you're ready or not, my money's on not. Showtime. Hi, guys. Back again. Nice announcements today from Funcom. Very positive, I would say. They're listening and making changes based on what they're hearing, not based on what they wanted to believe. Very wise. Very wise. Spice blow! First thing I need to do is fly to Harco and fly to Arakeen. Gotta talk to some NPCs, you know. Went out and got a bunch of cobalt for making cobalt juice earlier. A bunch of aluminum. But I want some, make a little questy progress. And then I may have to track down some more stuff for, excuse me, for the radiation suit I need to make. We have a death still. Let's see. I believe we can drop a body in. Nope. I'm out of bodies. I'll bring a body back with me if I remember. Let's see. We've got full water. Let's just freaking go. Let's make sure. I'm trying to get into good habits. Make sure that everything is about as close to optimal as possible. I can do some repair on those wings. Yeah. I hear Big Daddy out there grumbling. He's always like cranky about something. Now, check again. All right, 92% for the wings, 95, 96. Fuel is at 79. What's that? 100% fuel. Off. Turns out that something that I heard people mentioning turns out to be true, which is nice when that happens. Which is, you basically want to go off the map as close as you can to wherever you're starting off from. So in my case, the eastern map edge is the closest map edge. But also, if you fly back in on, say, the northern map edge, that drops you on the northern map edge of Haga Base. In fact, it's faster for me to fly through the open world, the world map, to get to my house than it is to fly there across Haga Basin from house to house. See, we're on the east. So if I just wanted to fly around and go in there, I'd be very close to my other house. But we want to go to Harco, which is pretty much due south. Grab some fuel. water. And you use this map basically just to go to the deep desert, the 2 towns, and also some quests take you. Arco Village. And that's how you get around in the larger world map. And presumably this is where expansion maps will appear, for instance, when they bring out the DLCs. Good evening to whomever has joined me. Hi. And hello. Pardon me. And we're in Harco Village. And we need to talk to the black market trader. I might want to just save a little time and Google that, but he should appear. Yeah, it's on the compass. Now I am Atreides, but the social spaces are non-PvP zones, so the NPCs, some of them will be, let's say, unfriendly. It is. Think. Hello? My client. Oh, there we are. Yep, he's looking for Xantara. Bat, which we know are used as communication devices, more or less.
That is Xantara's bat!
I'm not Xantara. I don't speak gibberish, I'm sorry.
You are not the lion.
No, I'm not.
But that is his beast.
It's a bat. Ow! Hey! I don't see where that was necessary. A bat's a bat. How do you know that was his bat? There are lots of bats. There are many bats. Fade Routha, I believe.
Let's make this quick. I have a transport due any time now.
Some
Demo,
tools.
Azat, and whoever you are, get out.
Looks a little bit like Fade. I saw Fade briefly on someone else's screen.
And you. I don't know you. And that's a problem because it's my job to know everyone around here. Even the degenerate smuggler I declined to name as Mara Effendi. Of course I know that rogue. It's my job to know, and I'm good at my job. But then you come along to make me look bad in front of my superior. You were sighted fleeing the scene of a terrible crash. A prison transport, as I understand it, carrying work crews bound for Neo-Carthag. But here's the strange thing. We recovered the crew and passenger manifests. And what do you think we found? All hands were accounted for. 87 names, 87 bodies. Which brings us back to our central mystery. You. Who are you? How did you come to be on that shuttle? But most importantly, how are you known to the Fremen outlaw Xantara?
Avdo Prejt Kiva.
The Sardaukar say he helped you, and only you.
Spado Has.
It's a shame we've not the time to dig deeper. I'm sure you would have much to share given the proper incentive. But alas, my expertise is required elsewhere. And while the Sardaukar are many things, jailers, they are not. So then, you may take your secrets to the grave. We will find and kill your Fremen confederate in any event.
Or I could just spill my guts so
No
that you
slight to
don't.
you, Tor.
Ah, Fenring.
I just thought that this interrogation might benefit from my visage.
Count Hasimir Fenring. I'm my own worst enemy.
Do you see, Sub-Prefect? Hypnoligation. This prisoner was deliberately layered with a compulsion, and my face is the trigger. Enough of this. So a mystery within a mystery. Who did this to our prisoner and why? And what does it have to do with Zantara the Lion? Bring them.
My cloak is alive. It has a mind of its own.
Fascinating. Your compulsion is designed to react only to the sight of my real face. This projection allows us to talk face to face, so to speak. I am Count Hasimir Fenring. I serve the Emperor as observer and confidant, and I keep his Sardaukar from getting too far off the leash. You've heard the expression, the spice must flow.
Many times.
I am the man who ensures that it continues to do so. So, having established who I am, we turn to you. An escaped prisoner, a survivor. But every person carries their past with them. Who are you?
Nobody worth your time, Sewer.
I'll be the judge of that. Though another lost soul on an Imperial prison transport is hardly noteworthy. What is noteworthy is this sequence of events. A crashed prison transport, an escaped prisoner rescued by the outlaws Antara. Finally, an insidious form of compulsion that forces the subject to kill themselves rather than be subject to my presence. It's almost flattering. Do you remember who gave you this compulsion? Do you know how it came to be?
I will tell him about the Reverend Mother and her test.
That's remarkable. You survived the Bene Gesserit test for humanity. There are very few who can boast of that. And then Zantara rescues you from the wreckage of the ship. Why you? What is your association with him?
I have no clue, man.
Truth be told, I am less interested in the outlaw. The Sardaukar want his head, but my interests rarely align with those of the Imperial Legion. No, I am mostly interested in whoever did this to you, and whether there is a way we can help each other.
I think I'll say nothing here.
I can use someone like you. Someone who can survive in difficult situations. And in return, I promise you answers.
What do you want me to do?
For now, do nothing. Enjoy your freedom. But when you are ready, make your way to Hanevas Bar in Harko Village. Find my contact.
What, did you lose a contact lens? Because that can be really annoying. How will I recognize the contact?
That will let her know who you are. Be discreet. The ones who did this to you are powerful and subtle. I cannot protect you from their compulsion. We've spoken long enough. I will have the guards return your weapons and put you out in the street. I will keep my agent apprised of what I learn. I leave you with this. Do not waste sorrow over the aristocracy of misfortune. You have your life to live.
So long, Hass. Hassimir. I assume they call him Hass. Find Fenring's contact. Wait, what?
I've been waiting for you.
Oh, it's him. Bastard, you're the reason I was arrested.
Come now, off-worlder. That was a coincidence. Noctua was just so very happy to see you.
What do you want?
The Sardaukar let you go. Either you told them something valuable enough to buy your freedom, or you've been working for them all along. Which is it?
I was interrogated by Count Fenring. I told him everything. Then he asked for me to work for him.
Work for him? Why?
I'll tell you about the interrogation.
This compulsion. Fenring seems unusually interested in you. I warn you, off-worlder.
Well, since
He's
he
a
was capable
dangerous
of killing
man.
Paul Muad'Dib.
He's one of the best duelists in the Imperium, but he is the Emperor's right hand. A man who works from the shadows. Whoever gave you this compulsion must not want their secrets or knowledge of your mission to fall into his hands.
What should I do?
Do nothing, off-worlder. Carry on exactly as Fenring has asked. He's almost certainly watching you. Your best hope is to do as he bids. Meet his contact. Carry out their assignments. Pay attention. Anything Fenring asks you to do will serve a double purpose. Plans within plans.
Plans within plans. And inside those plans, more plans. And inside those plans, a nougat center. Surprise.
I'll do what I always do, off-worlder. Make sure you don't get killed.
Thanks. I'll meet with the contact. Alright, Fenring's contact. 50 meters this way. The Hanovers. Okay, not quite that way. While I'm here, might as well check and see if I've got taxes due. I think I've got another 5 days, maybe 6.
Welcome, fellow citizen. How is it that the Imperial
6
Tax
and 14.
Administration...
Wish they let you prepay your taxes. Alright, to Hanovers. When we're done here, we're going to Arkeen. We're going to the inn there. To talk to the biggest tool in the game so far. Cyprian Io. Nephew to Shadowne.
Oh, look, the kitten is back. Do we have business?
Make the hand gesture Fenring taught you. By the way, this is actual American Sign Language. Barely fits. Let's see. There we are. You make the horns of the bull, and then you take your hand and you go like that from your elbow. Bullshit. That is the American Sign Language for bullshit. It's beautiful. I'm going to make the hand gesture I was taught. I look around.
I like to think that Fenrir
daughter
has
of
good
Esmar
taste
Tuek?
in his acquisitions. But you look like a problem to me.
What makes you say that?
My family has a sense for these things. My father calls it his spice nose. knowing when a job is going to go bad. And you're bad news.
Who's your father?
My father prefers
Who's your
that other
daddy?
people don't discuss his business. But my name is Alara Tuek. I'm here to hold your leash, kitten.
What do you need me to do?
Oh, not me, kitten. This is Fenring's show. He wants you to do a little wet work. Assassination. Straight from the handbook. Educational and thrilling.
Handbook?
Oh, it's a boring old book from almost 10,000 years ago. A list of ways to kill people, and the weapons you can use under the Great Convention.
Why would Fenring want me to look at this?
Oh, his instructions were very specific, kitten. You're going to learn
She
the
digs
how
me.
and why of the Assassin's Handbook. Ready to get to work?
Fine, let's get on with it.
I have two names to whisper to you, kitten. The Glutton and the Paranoid. Which do you want to hear about?
Well, the paranoid thinks everyone's talking about him already. Let's go with the glutton.
A new leader has risen amongst the slavers of the Haga Basin. We know almost nothing, except this. His appetite is voracious. The Assassin's Handbook teaches us of chaumas, poison in the food. Take this file, find this leader, and poison his food.
Chalmus?
Your way has been prepared.
Chamurki.
Our agent Petir hides
Food and
among the
drink.
slavers. Find Petir, and he will tell you what he knows. If you are caught, you do not know me. You have never heard the name Fenring. Do you accept, kitten? Then go, kitten. Show them your claws.
Level 82? Skill point, 30 more intel points. I'm smarterer. Well, okay, better informed anyway. Well, next up, we're going to make sure that there's nothing else on the compass. And next, we're off for Arkeen. Right way. So, yes, I'm playing with a friend.
That was Senator. The bugs in this game are getting irritating.
What bug bit you this time?
Well, a little spice eruption happened, and I've done this 20, 30 times now, where I land my ornithopter right next to it, start picking the stuff up, and then as soon as I get a little message that they're coming, the worms, I get back in my ornithopter and take off. My ornithopter would not take off.
Oh, I saw that online today.
It just stayed stuck in the sand.
I have not seen that.
And I have been eaten.
That's really does suck. I have no useful input. I'm sorry that happened. I did not see any message about it, but totally did. Well, evidently it's not just you. That's no comfort. I understand. I'm off to the world map.
For some reason, my house isn't my base anymore, my respawn point anymore. So I don't know what that's about.
Alright, we want to go to Arkeen. Now tracking Arkeen. Where's the
So
tracking?
I'm sure that means Ornithopter and all my gear.
Have to be made again.
Yep. Fortunately, I'm well stockpiled.
Don't know what happens if you run out of fuel and or water on the way, but I see no particular reason to push my luck. I might not be able to make out, but there's a blue water gauge on the left and a fuel gauge on the right. The fuel gauge actually does move perceptibly. The water one not so much.
Oh shit. Forgot I don't have a gravity belt on. Yeah, at least my skimmer was still stowed away, so that's good.
Yeah, I haven't croaked yet, but I'm keeping extra sets of my previous gear around. 1 tier's worth. Home of the Atreides. Exclusive vehicle. Access to a Landsrat vehicle. Landsrat is now in session. Ah, we're voting. Looks like it's going to be the Chom refining contract. Raw materials during this period. Repair costs and refining times are reduced by 75%. Well, I'm pretty sure that one's going to win. So I want to be on the winning side.
I've stockpiled 2,500 chess.
Nice. That's a lot of jazz game.
All that jazz, man.
Welcome. Would you like to deposit or withdraw Solaris?
25,000 here. Wanted to see how much I had here. We'll see if there's anything particular interesting. If I can get a cheap, really good weapon, I will. The Fallen, not very good. Rifles. Spit dart. Trying to sell it for 15k. I was wondering what that might go for. Scatterguns, heavy weapons. So. Just checking to see if there's anything obviously worthwhile at the low end prices. Fuel cells. Yeah, that's one of my concerns, is that they certainly aren't worth 1,000. But if they were selling them cheap enough, someone might put a whole bunch in and just, sell. Make some money that way. But the market, I just don't think we have a particularly healthy market here. Although the aluminum prices, pure aluminum going for 1,000 a pop. 250. Spice melange, 10,000 each. Components, 150 each. You see, now I think at least some of these are for sale from the vendors. These prices are much lower than the vendor prices.
You guys ever watch The Wire?
I've not seen it. I know it's supposed to be incredible.
My son and I have now watched it like 10 times.
I don't
And
think
you
you're
get
the
to
only
the
one.
point. You get to the point where like the main character walks into like a room and two guys are talking and they go, "You know who has the fattest asses and the best pussy?" And the guy goes, "Who?" He goes, "Midgets." Which is insane. It's just an insane scene.
Sometimes you just want to shake up the viewing audience. Jasmine crystals, currently 990 each, if anyone wanted to buy them off the market. I have no idea where there are actual functional markets for these things. But for instance,
990 each.
990 each. I have no idea if anyone's buying them at that price.
No way.
But for instance, some of the components, if you've got an ornithopter and you can fly back and forth, you know, you need 50 plasteel microflora fiber at 99 each. You could get for 5,000. You could get 100. Whereas if you were to buy them from a vendor, they're either like 250 or 750, something like that, and maybe your time is worth. So in materials like that, I think conceivably you could actually get a functional trade house. But for a lot of the stuff, I just think they need to unify the regional servers, not just to be server-wide. Because server gives you 1,500 players, and I'm not sure 1,500 players is enough to support a functional and functioning market. All right, Cyprian.
If I didn't say it already, I'll say it. Since you were absolutely right about the Mark V welder.
Oh yeah, the degradation on it is so much better.
Wait, so it's more degrading? Because I like things that are degrading. I'm a streamer. Obviously, self-degradation is what we do.
Anybody have?
I do fly through the wire.
43 particle capacitors I could steal from you.
I probably have them.
Because otherwise, the best shield I can recreate is a Mark 1.
I don't know.
I'm sure I have a ton.
I'm in Arakeen right now.
Another slap-jawed peon come to gawk at your betters. Portavoy, have the rabble
Here, I'm looking
removed.
now. What do you need, Mark? Or you need a
particle capacitors.
Oh yeah, I have 253.
Not the advanced ones, just the regular particle capacitors.
Yep.
Another slack-jawed peon, huh?
How many do you need?
40.
I'm playing with Fred.
I'll just do 50.
I have a report for you from Derek Chinara.
I have two containers.
The planetologist.
Down behind the stairs next to my buggy where I keep all my vehicles. It'll be in the left container.
No, Derek Chinara is here on Arrakis. He's auditing the Imperial testing stations at your request.
Oh, yes.
I could build a Mark II, but then that would use up 10 of the things that I need to.
And he sent you with a report?
to go collect.
Yes, these Shigawire reels contain the information
I'll go
he
collect
has
them. I'll
discovered.
go regather. Plus, I need
so
to
far.
stockpile anyway. But you only get them from one of them.
Yes, Portavoy can take those for further study. And how was Derek? Is he... well?
He's incompetent, but alive.
Yes, his incompetence doesn't surprise me. He seemed a rather bloodless fellow, lacking the constitution of his more virile betters.
That Mark...
I said incompetent, not impotent.
Of course. And I understood you perfectly. Any misunderstanding here is on your part. Now, was there anything else?
He wanted to know if he can have access to Kynes' old research.
Kynes? The old planetologist. What does he want with Kynes' work?
Kynes is the one who invited him to Arrakis. He thinks the research might contain some clue as to why.
Oh, I see. I see what he's doing. He's trying to undermine me.
Impossible.
He wants proof that Kynes wanted him in this position instead of me. He wants to show the Emperor that he's a better choice for planetologist. Well, it won't happen. Portavoy, destroy those Shigawire reels. And you, return to Derek and inform him that his request is denied. He will never have access to Kynes' research. Now,
did pick a nice location.
be gone from my sight.
Well, I have to return.
I hear you coming.
Derek with the bad news. I did request.
Room for two.
I tried to suck up to him, but no joy. There is no joy in Mudville. The mighty lens has struck out. Did want to check and see.
Here's the green.
If
Yeah, I have the Patreades skin on it, and then I changed the color.
Faction vendor. That's anything useful.
Thank you, sir.
All the way out here at the end,
I shall return.
Not a problem.
near the residence.
Yeah, take your time. I'm swimming in those.
I would be if I haven't had to rebuild my stuff about 7 times now. 8 times? I don't know. It's been a while.
Always good to see a familiar face. What can I do for you today?
Looks like there's nothing that I can afford. Basic light set? Thank you. I haven't the money, I guess, for that one. Or that one maybe faction requirement? Probably faction requirement. Yeah. Like Stronghold, Ornithopter variant, and Buggy variant. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Oh, they have the numbers on them. I think I'm level 2. So yeah. Office furniture at 3. The Buggy variant at 3. Still suit swatch.
That gave me the idea to upgrade mine. I haven't upgraded any of mine for a little bit.
Heavy armor for
What's
3.
that?
My Holtzman shield, which is super ineffective, the one I was using.
Scout armor.
I'll tell you that warding step spawn go is awesome. I love that move now.
Which?
The warding step.
Oh, yeah, the one where you teleport behind them?
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to use it much myself. But yeah, I was watching other players use it with enormous effect. Teleport stab.
Just make sure that you have your knife equipped and you're not reloading a gun when you hit it, because I got myself hit a couple times on that in the early stages.
Yeah, I'm currently sporting the knee strike, the teleporting step, and the sugar water. Alright, we're back to Haga Basin now. But we will choose the south entrance, because that will be closest to Derek. Or Derek.
I have been putting the wire in my pocket every time I go to repair stuff, and I just realized it doesn't have to be in your pocket.
No, you just need it in your inventory is all, yeah.
Yeah, it's like it is an ammo. It functions as an ammo. I think it even says out of ammo.
You are correct.
Yay! I'm correct. A little fuel.
And I made way too much welding wire because I keep running out. But it's so cheap to make.
Yeah, I'm not sure how high it stacks.
To 500, and I made 10 stacks. A little too much.
Yeah, you did. It's alright, it's worth it.
I'd like to come in south end, Haga Basin. So we'll be in Haga Basin South.
I guess I should make some light darts too. I keep running into light darts for some reason.
I don't use any weapons that use light darts anymore.
Yeah, I tried one. What was it? The gun, the pistol you get from Ari in test 8. But frankly, the pistol I'm using is better. Keep it to the far western part.
Alright, time to go run some... science station.
Yep, that one. That's Derek. Yeah. Derek's not going to be happy. Then Derek's okay. So I'm okay with that. There we go. Now we just coast. Kick back. Enjoy a nice sunny day. I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. I hope your day and week is going okay. A bit early to decide for the week, but you know. Where's Derek? It's a Monday. If it's okay, that's a win. Come on. Thank you. Put that in my pocket. Derek's going to be unhappy. He probably has something else he's going to do before he'll give me the second tier planetologist. Because he's kind of
You're back! Did he listen? Do I have access to the research of Kynes?
No, he flew into a rage and threatened to destroy it.
Why? Why does it harm him to let me see the work that Kynes was doing?
Nobility? Honorable, political. Political men like Cyprian, Io, fear that competent people will expose their incompetence.
Did I ever tell you why I became a planetologist?
No, but I'd like to hear it.
My parents were peons, planet-bound servants. But the planet we lived on was barely populated. It was an agri-world, crops from pole to pole. We were responsible for almost the entire southern hemisphere. As long as the quotas were met, we were left alone. But I thought we could do more. So I begged my parents for sugar wire reels on farming and planetology. And more, I began to understand the relationships that govern systems.
And so you became a planetologist.
I found a way to increase our crop yields by 70%. House Alexin gained wealth, and I was sent to Kytane to study planetology in earnest. But on Kytane, perhaps we should speak of this another time.
But what about Kynes' research?
That's just it. There is nothing we can do. A more powerful man has decided, and that is that. I'm sorry, but I'd like to be alone for a while.
I'm assuming that's not actually the end of the line for that. Fortress, settlement. Hey. Adhering to hierarchy. Additional contracts will become available. At some point. Unknown in the future, evidently. Okay. Fine. Level 83. Another skill point. 30 more intel points. I need more plasteel microfluid fibers. So ahead. East.
I need to go out and get some dead bodies.
In game? I hope.
In game, yes. That's where.
I have no idea where else you might be thinking. I'm going to go in here, do a quick murder of baddies, and get some more of those parts. I think I still need more for the rad suit, and and it will be a
There
totally
is a
rad suit.
one of those bases that's kind of right behind my house. Goes inside the mountain. I tend to go there and farm them. By the time I do kind of a circuit all the way back, they've respawned, and then you have to clear them out again.
I like these tradies windows. Like the full windows you get.
Thank you.
Is that from the 80,000 Atreides housing?
I don't know if it was 80,000, but it was a lot.
Yeah.
It might have been 80,000.
It was. But I thought you guys got that in your pre-purchase bundle or whatever.
No, that's different. The Caladan set is a smaller set. It only has like 8 things.
I just noticed you had some of those windows that come in that Atreides set.
Oh yeah, the mesh windows.
Yeah. Circle one.
My understanding is it's supposed to be sort of the Caladan set is sort of an addition to the Atreides set, which makes sense. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Right button. It's a quick circuit here to get more of those pieces. Really? Oh, another. Oh, he's not completely dead. Oh, come on. Now he is. There's more people than I remember ever seeing in here before. A couple in here usually.
Some identify your.
Oh, come on.
Need to make bigger blood
terrible.
bags.
Our blood sacks are empty.
Doesn't matter.
And yes, this thing looks like a minigun.
So there were a bunch fighting out in front of Linz's house, and I just ran them all over.
Thank you.
I love doing that.
4 bodies with 1 blood.
Organ donors? Not really, but sorta. Did they step through? Is that where these ones came from? Because normally there's 3 of them in here, so yeah, that was they stepped through. Don't need the Clef's drinker blueprint. Got like half a dozen of them sitting there. Oh, he went away. And the others are gone too. Yep, they are. Oh well. You snooze, you lose. In the buggy, you're able to use both the cutter and the storage? Yes. kilometers.
Oh, I was telling Svango earlier. You know the flowers for the seeds show up on your map.
Yeah. I mentioned that the other day, but we were in the middle of a bunch of stuff, so I don't know if anybody heard.
And now we're just coasting. 162 kilometers now. That's a little shy of 100 miles an hour. There is the anvil. And there is Casa de Lens. With its hilarious mishmash of styles. No, you don't have to just pick one. Although they may have a booster available as well, and I don't think you can have all of them. Honey, I'm home. Let's see. All right, a bunch of this stuff. I forgot to take the Kinjal to see if I could sell it on the market. And I do need more complex machinery, too. But we'll see if we've got enough stuff to make our current requirement. The radiation suit. We've got enough stuff. Let's make a radiation suit. Because to make jasmium, you need... Sorry, to make duraluminum, you need jasmium. To get jasmium, well, it's only available where there's a big-ass radiation field. If you actually want to check up here, duraluminum. Takes water, aluminum, and jasmium. I want to turn all of this into... I don't have the carbon to turn it all into steel, okay? I don't have the space to pick it all up. But we can put it here. But you'd need to pick one or the other, but since you're able to do both, that's exactly it. Yeah, you want to be able to use the cutter and take advantage of giving it the cutter giving you so much more in the way of resources. Hey Willie, how you doing? So I'm going to need jasmium crystals, and that is the radiation zone. Sheol is the name of the area. You just woke up. You know, if you're just waking up from a nap, that's perfectly fine. If you're just waking up from a good night's sleep,
man, these dudes built right on top of it.
That seems late. And
Oh, that little square box right fucking next to me
are probably messed up.
Yeah.
Mind you, I spent years working from noon to, working from 3 to midnight, basically. And so I would go to bed at 4 in the morning and get up at noon. Went to bed around 11 a.m. Oh, well, 6 hours, almost 7 hours sleep. That's almost a full day. For a lot of people, it is a full day. I need to deconstruct, salvage the 2 items that we nabbed out of there. Salvage. The Mala pistol. The Karpov 38. And the scavenger. Apparently there were 3 things. I had scrolled down. And the Chalma's poison quest item. You slept 2 hours in the Mentor's card. That's a full day's sleep then. Although going to sleep at 11 a.m. and that means you're, at least for most people, that would mean you're working a graveyard shift. All of that stuff away. Wow, I got more stuff than I thought I had. We'll put it away. Spice-infused copper dust.
Did you put on new doors on your house, Mongo?
This would be my northern house. I needed the components to make the pentashield for my little ornithopter roost. When I have the materials, I will be putting the pentashield back up in the garage as well. Anything else I need to know about getting going out into Sheol other than the radiation suit, given that I do not presently have iodine pills?
So there's two, yeah, if you have the Mark IV radiation shoot, you should be okay for like a little while. You'll watch, I mean, radiation is going to build up no matter what. It's just a matter of, delaying how long that takes.
Mm-hmm.
So
I feel like if you're paying attention, as soon as it turns red, you have plenty of time to get out from no matter where you are in Sheol.
Yeah, once the whole, because it'll go like it's gonna go like down to the east, and then down to the west, and then it's gonna start coming back up to the west as it goes around the corners. Once it gets once it gets three sides filled in, the whole thing is gonna turn red, and that's when you definitely want to make sure that you're getting to your ship and getting out of there.
Got it.
So don't wait, because I always thought like, oh, what? I'll just wait till the fourth side starts to fill up and then I'll get out. It's like, no, that's the whole thing turns red, and then I think that's what's happening is that fourth side is filling up, but you can't really see it. So you just gotta just get somewhere where there's no radiation, and then if you just sit there for a minute, it'll go away, and then you can fly it back in. Also, too, the extreme edges of the map do not have radiation. So, like, if you were to pop in, if you were to like, go out and fly around the map from the world map and then come in, where you land, you won't have radiation. So, if you're starting to get radiation poisoning, you could fly to, when you're really close to the map, you just fly over the edge of the map.
Head out to the south.
And wait it out. Yeah.
Or possibly
south
west,
or west. What else? Oh, and the northern half of the map has less radiation than the southern half of the map.
Thank you.
And if you want some company, they can certainly come help.
No, I think I can give it a shot my first try here. If I have any problems, I will let you know and beg for assistance, plead. Rather pathetically. I'm sure you'll enjoy. I've got to say, the rad suit makes me look chunky.
Yeah. It's not very slimmy.
I wear one in real life, too, which is why I look chunky. No? Alright, we're going to Sheol over here. The northern part is less radioactive, so we'll go with the northern part. There are mobs out there?
Yes. So turn your shield, like I said, turn your shield on every time you go in.
There's a couple
bases. You can see them, like if you land in one of those calderas, like I said, you can see the mobs when you're landing.
Yeah. They'll start shooting at you as you touch down. There's usually like a wrecked ornithopter there that they're trying to scavenge. Also kind of giveaway. Are you going just to go in there, or are you trying to go down to the southern half and get some?
I need some jasmine. So.
Okay.
Is that only in the southern half?
Yeah, that's only in the southern half. So that's in all the little islands. Have you done your little scanner yet?
No, I haven't scanned it, and I forgot to get the scanner.
Okay. There's a wreck of the Delphius. You won't start seeing Jasmine until you get south of the wreck of the Delphius. So if you took the world map, go all the way around, and just came in from the south, I tend to come right in the middle, so that way I'm starting at the Haga Basin south map, and then once I'm in, I just go immediately west, and there's an island there that's got 3 or 4 nodes on it. There's a cave in there too that you can run down in that's got another 4 nodes, so you get a bunch of nodes right off the bat. Then you just kind of island hop around from there. You'll see them, they're little pillars that come up out of the ground, and they're always going to be in a pool of green sludge.
You make it sound so attractive.
It's sexy.
Going to have to rebind, do another key rebind. As my push to talk is currently activating in-game effects. Somebody has built a skyscraper in the area.
Right on that northern edge. I've landed on there a couple times.
Is it inside Sheol?
Technically, but it's not radioactive.
Theoretically, I could scan from it, though.
Yeah, that's where I shot my my ball. That sounds horrible.
Dirty.
But yeah, I landed on there and did mine.
Like when they fall on some guy's roof.
Basically, yeah, I balled on some guy's roof. Unfortunately, I was by myself. I don't know why I'm so worried about making this Assaultopter, because until they fix it, it's just going to get blown out of the sky.
I like to use it for getting Jasmine to cut my trips in half.
So I have a chassis, cockpit, and tail.
What the hell is that thing? Does it require tier 4 mining?
I think at a minimum, yes. If you look at your scan, if you look at your cutter, it should tell you what you can mine with it.
Yeah, I didn't check.
You just hover over it, it'll tell you.
It's quiet. It's so quiet. So, my first attempt, failure. My first attempt, a failure.
Hopefully not a cataclysmic failure.
Not yet. I suppose I could crash on the way back home.
How short are you?
I'm 5'9". That's average.
Well, it's like if I'm like a few meters short, you can just jump up into the air and fire it, and you go fall out of the radius.
A valuable lesson was learned. I tried to make it before, but I'm a couple. I've got 5 out of the 7 some part that I need. Something in me requires me to kind of put it dead center. That's a mental malfunction.
I didn't realize I needed 6 wings.
Yep.
And apparently a bigger garage.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Large sandstorm in 9 hours. That's the Coriolis.
Yeah, it keeps on getting delayed. It's supposed to hit at 4 o'clock today.
I need 2 more ray amplifiers. Good place to get ray amplifiers?
I think if you hover over some of the drops in the north, you'll see.
Yeah, some of the little.
The best place to get them is the mines, which I know you love to hear.
You mean
but
the
there's
rift?
a ton. Yep, the mines in the rift.
Yeah, there are barracks and other things either
They
in the
all
rift
have-
or associate or alongside the rift that have the ray
They all have a
amplifiers.
ton of array amplifiers.
I need those. So.
Feel free to check.
I was going to say, I probably have a ton.
I don't know. I'll get some. I still owe Senator 23 cobalt and 3 more industrial parts. I have the cobalt.
I think we can just call it good.
Negative. You will get what you're owed, sir.
If it makes you feel better.
Not really. We do have 1 blood bag mostly full. Get that working. I have a body? I don't think I have a body. I mean, other than the one I'm currently operating. Yeah, I don't. Alright. Note to self, remember to bring back a body. Over here for the other one. Over here, there we are. Lots of blood. Anything else I need? Heading north. I believe there was some stuff I had set aside for taking north with me. No.
Be right back.
Guess not. Check upstairs. Take off, eh? Oh. I moved it. Yes, what? We need those to go with us. And 15. We'll leave those there for now. Those are calibrated servox only. So yeah, it does look like they're the ones inside the rift. Got two things there, so we can maybe grab some erythrite as well. We'll set that as our objective. Down and coast. 163 kilometers per hour. There it is. It showed up. It was behind the other icon. Whoops, just barely over that. Had it the whole way. I was not concerned. Alright, it's down below us. Right over there. Come on. Thank you. And sometimes. All right, there we go. Is he not dead? Is that a player? No. It's not a player. So you have no friends? That's kind of sad. He does have a friend. This is not the place we're looking for. I'd hope maybe just, no, possibly. Looking for something, Ray. Ray something. Did not want to be left out trying the new blood extractor. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it is pretty impressive. don't see anybody. Doesn't mean they're not here. Just means I don't see them. Excuse me? Excuse me? Seriously? Could you... Look at me, I'm leaning over. Won't fire. Well, let's see if we can find any in here. How are we doing, Nuts? It's taking up a fair chunk of space. Probably do it for the erythrite I can carry in my bags. I mean, I could probably get one more node, but I'll make sure I leave space for the ray thingies. Alright, it's over there, in that there direction. Let's duke that out. Alright. It's looking like it's above, which seems unlikely to me, but not impossible. Yeah, maybe in that next cave over. And the truth be told, I didn't make that extractor. That's a looted one, so it doesn't have a whole lot of... It has a good amount of damage on it already. Mini gunner. He's down and staying down, I think. Just wanted to make sure. Sometimes people get up. Level 84. That's 3 levels tonight.
And I'm back.
Well, welcome back. We're almost full on our 2 blood sacks already.
Yeah, this is the station that's riddled with mines.
I'm going to fill up the last blood sacks, because I need larger blood sacks. Who amongst us doesn't need larger blood sacks? It's, I'm supposed to be going down now? No, I'm not enthused about the going down part here, I have to say. Well, there's a chest. Ray amplifiers. Well, that's all I need, but... We're now in armor. No more screwing around. A little beep. I am a very cautious, deliberate player. Blue ID band. Big water cistern. Got a little healing. Pick up 10 intel. I think I'm good for this. I got what I needed. I don't like to push my luck. Like I said, I'm a very cautious player.
Of course, the one thing I run out of, water.
Time to do some more killing.
Oh, I got bodies in every nook and cranny in this house. It just takes an hour to process each one.
Time to watch a TV show. Set a timer.
Couple of them going.
Ooh, where'd the other one go? No, that's not them.
Maybe I'll go deposit some money in Parakeet.
We'll head to the second house. Considering deprecating the first one, getting all of my gear and everything to the second one. They do need the horizon to be more obvious, as when it's daytime you almost can't see it at all, the artificial horizon. Because if I could enlarge the fief on my little chateau, at this point, it's pretty fast to get back to the southern part of the map with Ornithoptering, so I don't need it anymore. Place down there. And then iron. The only thing I might need there that I can't get elsewhere. Go ahead and real quick bop in the welding torch. Repairs. Seems to me that the more often you repair, the slower the overall creep of damage, but that may just be my perception and not actually reflecting reality. Real quick check. 91s, 95s. Yep. All right, I needed... Tell me I brought the 6... I did bring the 6 Servox. I don't even remember what the hell I needed the Servox for, but I needed them for... Oh, I think the other shield. The other pentashield. Yep. Okay. We'll fix that right now. There we go. We now have our...
So apparently someone tested the run out of fuel on the world map.
It didn't work.
And claimed nothing happened when they ran out of...
Now it says water sealed. The hell? It's sealed. It's water sealed. It's not showing up. For some reason, my new pentashield isn't showing up. I'm showing as water sealed, but it's not showing up. Let me swap back into...
Sometimes I find it hard to see mine unless I'm outside.
No, it's not showing up for me at all. Interesting, I step in, it says sheltered, and then says, interesting, it's not actually water sealed. I don't know what the problem is.
Did you
now it showed up. From one angle it showed up. There we are, it finally showed up from one angle.
Let's see, maybe check to make sure you didn't overcharge or like, if you got too much power versus per hour production.
Possible. I was close. You hit it spot on the nose. Thank you. Pretty sure I've got more of those left somewhere in here. Please. Thank you. Ugh. Unloaded. Pardon the phrase. There we go. Thank you, Sen.
Hey, it's because I've been there.
It's good to have friends, you know? We're currently at 626 at 675. This was running aluminium. I left. Should have done all this
He's
stuff
got a
here.
rigged suspensor jacket on the market.
What does it do?
Your dash stamina cost is -6. Your blade mitigation is +12.
Now that you take
But
more damage
it
from
looks
stabs.
cool.
Well, looking cool, now we're talking. And what are they charging?
45,000.
That's a chunk of change. All right, look.
Is there no search? There's no. You can't type anything in to search.
Nope, there is not. One of my issues, we're back to my complaints about the UI again. I think we've got enough we can dump a body in there. I have an extra body? Did I not? I thought I had an extra body that I saw. Here? Where was it? I swear I saw a body. I was right. See? They won't even let you start cooking a corpse if you don't have the water capacity for it. I think it's 24,000 milliliters, so 24 liters. There it is. It's up. It's working. And what was it I needed the fucking ratio for? Oh yeah, that's right, the tier 4. Tier 4 extract mining thing, smelteration thing. Don't have these things here. I don't have the EMF generators here, so those are back at home. The other home, you know. Yeah. EMF generators there. We've got cobalt paste here, some. We did also want to get that cooking. Wrong cook. Right cook. More cobalt paste. We got lots of cobalt paste.
It's coming along.
What's that?
I'm looking at Tolly's assault ornithopter.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm missing a wing there.
Well,
Don't
here's
worry.
your payback here.
You'll just lie in circles.
Here's your particle capacitors back. Thank you for the loan, sir.
Oh, let's
Not a problem.
Yeah, 24K, that's going to take us to 151. That's about all that we can actually fit, I think. That's going to end up giving us... No, we get 4 liters out of each. So yeah, we'll be fine, I think. Yep, we should be. I've got 2 mediums. Oh, that was a small. Ugh. Ugh, a small. Ugh. We want the cobalt paste left here or not? Well, we're going to be getting Duralum soon. I think we want it in the south. Got anything else we need to take with us? Yes, that. I think that is all. But we'll take the shortcut. This is why I don't think I need the house in the south anymore. Because I can get to the south in a shortcut. Let's make sure we're gassed up. Yeah, probably one more tank full in the medium. See the visuals of the shield. That will take us to the overworld map. And then we just go whoop, or I guess from your point of view, whoop, and enter from the the eastern side. Like that. So I don't think I need 2 houses anymore. I'll reduce the cost by by swapping one house for a stake, for a larger estate in essence. There we are. 2,000 meters. I think it's 4,500 or something like that. Flying from one to the other. In this case, it's a total of about 2,500 or 3,000. Sit back and enjoy the ride. Stewardess, single malt scotch, please. Flour sand. That's just simply faster. So if there's basically any place I need to get in the south, probably faster to just go from my northern home rather than fly all the way down here. Be able to do the same thing. I'll see what the Jasmine collection is like. Right, those where they are. Industrial Cutter Ray Mark IV complete. Put the Mark III in with the rest of the deprecated gear. Melange dropped off. Melange food, I should say. Cobalt paste. What else were we carrying? Oh, yes, the ray amps. We're going to try again. Jasmium, here I come.
What's that?
Jasmium, here I come. This time for sure.
Oh, is that why you failed last time?
Yeah, I didn't have a 4. I got there. My cutter ray went. Which is a disappointing sound. Ah! But this time, I remembered I got the scanner and my last probe until the next map comes out. Way to go, Lens. You remembered. We'll see what else we forgot when we get there. Let's line it up approximately. I think the building is like here, where the guy has kindly built a skyscraper that's tall enough that you can fire your probe from it. See, there are. While the PvP maps, the deep desert are filled with tools in at least some of the servers. I don't know about ours particularly. Well, Senator did get changed. I know that. There are also people who try to be a member of a positive community, which sounds like something hippy-dippy, but the only reason you build something like that is to help people out. Along the same lines, on the character that I did just for that sort of introductory video I did, stream I did. No problem. left my original house in place with some stuff in it. And just abandoned it, left it there with some stuff. So any new players who stumble over it, congratulations, it's your lucky day. Have some water, a couple of slightly higher tier weapons. Make it whoosh. Not by much, but we did. Where's the damn building now? Oh, I'm still a ways away from it. There it is. Pop in. My friend said that you can, in fact, fire off a probe from it. Whip it. Wait. Why is there still a probe in my inventory? Does it not vanish until it finishes? Did I have two? I didn't think I had two. I think I only had one. Sheol is now opened. Excellent. No, I evidently had two. Lots of wrecks around. Kinds of wrecks. I am catching a little radiation. Hard to see that artificial horizon. They really just need to make that a little obvious. Am I going the wrong way? I'm in the south. I just didn't go the right way into the whole radioactive zone. I feel parched. Right. Water. There we go. I'm not parched anymore, guys. I feel better. I'm looking for? I don't think so. Nope, there's dudes there. Do not want to mess with dudes if we can avoid it. got my first 79 jasmine. How we doing on? If I could get one where it was all above ground, you know. Alright, time for me to get the hell out. Because I'm 3/4 on the badness meter, which apparently can get really bad indeed. In fact, it doesn't accurately necessarily. I'm fully red, but I should be okay, I think. Okay. Not sure what that was about, how that works exactly, but unclear. Three nodes farmed. Didn't die. Actually, I'll probably just go south and then come in from the east again. That should be faster. Victory is mine. It wasn't nerve-wracking at all, except for the part where it was incredibly nerve-wracking. World map, please. Bonk! I hit the edge of the world, man. Now I can start looking at making duralumin stuff, or duraluminum. I have access to my first bits and pieces of that. I believe I'll need agave seeds to make iodine pills, which reduce the speed at which you start getting toxically radioactive. Saurian over the Haga Rift. Past the Harkonnens. Okay, I didn't quite get high enough to be able to pull that off, but I was close. My first trip successfully returned with Jasmine. I think I had like 170 or 130. 177. I believe it's 3 to 1, so I should get almost 60 for aluminum out of that. Wow, I learned to say it with right. It's fine, I meant to do that. Home again, home again. I believe we have now got the entire map probed. Looks like we've got the whole map probed. I don't think that's an area. I guess it might be, but I don't think so. I think we've got the whole map probed. That stuff can stay where it is. We have 203 aluminum. And, oh, it's 4 jasmine, so we're going to be able to make, what, 45? 44. 44 jasmium in the oven. Well, okay, duraluminum. It is duraluminum. Pardon me. Oh, let's actually take a quick look at what sort of things we might want to be making now that we have duraluminum. The mercenary still suit. I'm not going to have enough microfiber, I don't think. 20, 34, 52, 92. We have 45. Need more silicon blocks. Rather a lot. Okay. Light armor. I have the Dune Man. What's the next one? Mercenary heavy, mercenary scout. Costs 30, sure. Check some weapons here. See, I kind of doubt that the duralumin fake Kinjal is going to do better than this poison mist, which is at almost 70 damage. $54. Yeah, so I've got better knife than any of the knives available, and I have a better sniper rifle than any of the things available. My sniper does like 260. This does 150. If you come down here to the equivalent spit dart here, it's 235. So the one I've got is a tier 6 unique. So I won't be changing that. Now, I may want to look at a drill shot, as I hear good things about the drill shots. So we'll unlock that. So we've got access to that, and we can try that out. So, other duralumin. We've already unlocked all of those, so we can make large wind trap, large water cistern, advanced from it. Don't have the mats, but we'll be able to make them. Soonish. I don't believe there's any other duralumin stuff we're going to be making weapon-wise. Cutter Ray Mark 5. Power Pack Mark 5. Irradiated slag. Sign me up. Duralumin here. Responsive planar suspensor. Iodine pills. Gonna want those. Gonna need agave seeds for that. And in the vehicles, well, Assault Ornithopter, Scout Ornithopter Mark 5. That's a ways off, though. Skills. The higher tier skills cost significantly. I just opened these ones up, so. We have all of them unlocked now. Pardon the yawn. Yeah, we do. We have them all unlocked. We have tier 2 for just our own, I think. We'll do something at some point that'll open up Planetologist. We put 2 points in there. Huh. I guess maybe wait for it. Maybe we're at tier 2 and can get tier 3. Does appear to be the case. Bene Gesserit. And then for us, we're at tier 2. And we have partially completed tier 3. The eyes. We need eyes for the Blade Master. Sword Master. You know, whatever. Complete contract lab cleanup. That's the one. We'll track that. And I'm going to call it an evening here. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me. As always, I am very appreciative that you chose to do so on a Monday evening, at least here in the lovely and scenic Silicon Valley. Not lovely, not scenic. It did used to be called the Valley of Heart's Delight, though. But that was when it was a huge, huge area of nothing but orchards. Long ago. Orchards still exist, though. There are 2 operating orchards within a 2-block run. I'll be back tomorrow. You probably don't care about that stuff. But I will be back tomorrow playing more of this silly game. Winning silly prizes for the silly game. It's not silly. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. So, that's my plan. More stuff I don't know. I'll probably play some more this evening. Might have progress on the quests that are up there in the corner. Did I point the right way this time? Kinda. They're up there in the corner. And regardless, back here tomorrow. Thanks again, guys, for hanging out. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern.
So, question.
In Europe, morning in Asia, Australia.
Is the deep desert unique to each siege or to the server?
Is the what unique to it?
The deep desert does each.
Oh,
siege
it's
have
unique
its
to
own-
this. That's where the server is. That's all the
So,
siege
okay.
is.
So all 1,500 people have access to the same deep desert.
Yep. So
the siege is just for our map.
It's the PvE Haga maps. Yep.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great rest of your day, evening, morning, afternoon. Choose one or more. Back tomorrow. Take care and ciao for now. Bye, guys.